They thought it would be a simple ambush, block the road, grab the target, vanish into the night. But the moment Apostle Joshua Selman stepped out of that vehicle, time felt like it stopped. Guns jammed, men dropped to their knees. And what those bandits saw in the dark, it wasn't human. This isn't just a story, it's a chilling, real encounter with the supernatural. Don't blink. It was a quiet evening, the kind where even the wind seemed to hold its breath. Apostle Joshua Selman was en route to a highly anticipated program in a remote region on the outskirts of Abuja. The venue was packed, thousands already gathered, worship rising like incense. The man of God was expected to arrive within the hour. But far from the crowds, deep on a winding road flanked by dense trees and silence, a deadly plan was unfolding. 6 armed men, heavily masked, had blocked the only access road, strategically chosen based on leaked intel. Their orders were clear: intercept the convoy, kidnap the target, demand ransom, leave no witnesses. They didn't know who they were dealing with. At about 7:14 p.m. Nigerian time, the convoy slowed. The lead vehicle noticed something strange: branches intentionally laid across the road. A few men stepped out to clear it. That's when the shots rang out. The bandits swarmed, shouting, guns raised. They thought they had the upper hand. Until the apostle's car doors opened and he stepped out. No panic, no fear, just presence. One of the attackers later said, "The moment he looked at us, my body froze. My hand couldn't pull the trigger." Something shifted in the air. One of the soldiers in the escort team, a seasoned officer, would later testify. It wasn't just that the guns jammed. It was like the air got heavy, like something invisible stepped between us and them. Apostle Selman raised his hand, not in fear, but in command. "I don't know who sent you," he said calmly, "but you touched the wrong assignment." Within seconds, the men began to drop their weapons, not from bullets, but something else. One fell to his knees, trembling. Another began screaming, clutching his head, shouting, "Please, forgive me. Don't let them take me." They weren't seeing men anymore. They were seeing something else, something spiritual. Later in custody, one of the captured bandits confessed in tears, "We were ready to kill, but when he stepped out, I saw fire in his eyes. Not normal fire, something that burned without hurting. We planned to take a man, but a presence came with him that made us drop everything." Another whispered, "I saw angels." "I'm not mad, I know what I saw, and I'll never touch a servant of God again." Then, not too long, the police arrived. Not a single shot fired by Selman's team, not a drop of blood shed. The bandits were arrested, but something had already changed in them. One asked for a Bible, another begged to attend the program. And Apostle Selman, he continued on to the meeting, unshaken, unmoved. That night, miracles exploded at the crusade, but it was what happened on the road that left the strongest message. Touch not my anointed, and do my prophet no harm. Viewers, kindly note the real lesson here. When you walk with God, you don't need to fight. It is God that fights for you. If this story moved you, imagine the power behind the scenes in Africa today. These are the stories mainstream media won't show you. Subscribe to Africa Rises TV, where we tell the stories heaven won't let hell bury. This is just the beginning.